students, I am back with the lesson Equality in Civics. This was your lesson 1. We had learned about what is constitution, what is democracy, what is democratic government, what is adult franchise, right to vote, and what are the different kinds of equality in the last period. Okay. Today we are going to learn how does the Indian Constitution recognize equality. Okay. So equality in Indian democracy is being maintained with the Constitution of India, which recognizes every person as equal. And this means that every individual in the country, including the male and female persons from all different castes, religions, tribes, educational and economic backgrounds they belong, are considered as equal, right? And in democratic India, the principle of equality of all persons is recognized, right? That means they have the recognition to be equal with their fundamental rights, okay? The recognition of equality includes different ways, right? And how has the Indian Constitution maintained these different ways, or is teaching us how all the people are equal before the law. So as I said in the last period also, that the equality is recognized in the form of, say for example, the President of India is said to be as the first person of the country, okay? So he as well as the domestic worker, right? They both have to obey the same law. And no person can be discriminated against on the basis of, again, the religion, the race they belong to, caste they belong to, or the place of birth, or whether they are male or female, right? And thirdly, every person has access to all public places. There is no restriction as, including the playgrounds, hotels, shops and marketplaces. You can see in the schools also, children, every person has got right to education, right? And untouchability has already been abolished from the country. In the early times, people who belong to the low caste were being treated as untouchable. But now, with the rule book or the constitution as a document of our country, has initiated that any person who is going to follow this untouchability will be punished because he is creating crime. So according to the law, this untouchability has been abolished and it is completely punishable if ever anybody uses this as a stereotype or discriminates people's equality. The government has also tried to implement the equality where it guarantees that the constitution is the first through laws and the second through government programs. That means how does the government maintain the equality in our country? The democratic government first uses the constitution through laws, and secondly it implements the different government programs, okay, for the needy as well as those people who are not able to get these terms or are not able to be treated as equal in all terms. Say for example, their income inequalities, or the food which should be available for all the individuals in those terms, or say for example, the right to treatment, okay. So there are several laws in India that protect every person's right to be treated equality. And what are those? The government has also set up several schemes to improve the lives of the communities and individuals who have been treated unequally for several centuries. So any sort of discrimination in terms of the caste, creed, male, female, the tribe they belong to, the race they belong to, or any sort of economic background they are with, right? Here in all these terms, the persons are not or should not be treated inequally, okay? Rather unequally. This picture you can see, children, this is a picture which is indicating that the government has come up with provision of midday meal program. Okay, and this midday meal program is run in the government schools in order to provide proper food to the students, okay, who study there. And this is also one of the schemes in order to maintain equality, that all the students should be able to have the equal amount of food, equal amount of nutrition, whether it is a rich person or a poor, right? Whether they belong to a rich family or a poor family, right? The government includes the midday meal schemes, as I said, and this refers to the program introduced in all elementary schools to provide children with cooked lunch. And they have dal, rice, chapati, good amount of vegetables, a cup of or a glass full of milk, as well as fruit, which helps them to improve their nutrition. And when was the scheme introduced, children? It was introduced in 2001. The Supreme Court asked all the governments to begin this program in their schools within 6 months, and this program has been a positive result oriented, right? It has always given a positive effect on enrollment of the students in the school. This has also increased the number of students to admit in the school or increase their enrollment, and it has also increased the attendance of the students in the school because they get good nutritious food in the school. They do attend the school regularly. This midday meal program has also helped to reduce the hunger of the poor students who often did not come to school because they did not have enough food to eat, right? In the same way, different government schools have been established in order to increase the literacy rate in our country, right? So that in the different regions or the remote or isolated areas, जहाँ पर कि दूर दूर तक किसी भी तरह का कोई एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूट नहीं होता है, वहाँ पर गवर्नमेंट ने इन स्कूल्स को begin kiya hai. The government has established the schools so that the number of students in the school and their attendance as well as enrollment increases, right? Children, even today in many of the societies or communities in India, still on the basis of the religion, the disability or the economic status, the people have still continued to practice the inequality, okay? And though they know that it is a crime, it is against the law, this type of discrimination is against the law, this people still sometimes practice this, okay? And this is why, because, or this is the reason that still in our country, even if we are a second largest democratic country, inequality still comes to be a continuous process of struggle in our country, okay? Now there are also some other issues which are related to equality in other democracies also. You must have heard about the country or you know the country South Africa, okay? Here for a longer period the people were treated as to be the slaves, okay? And it was being ruled by the different other countries, right? But at the same time, during this period, that is in during the period of 1950s, in many democratic countries around the world, the issue of equality continued to be the key issue around which communities still struggled for it, right? And one such example is been mentioned here, that in United States of America, the African Americans whose ancestors were to be treated as slave or were being treated as slave, who were brought over from Africa in order to work for them as slaves, continued to describe their lives to be largely unequal. And how was that? They were being asked to not sit in the common places where the other Americans did sit, okay? And if it so happened, then one of the white American wished to sit in that place, then the African American had to leave that place, okay? That means this is again a part of discrimination in terms of equal right. So in late 1950s, there was a movement which took place, okay, to push for the equal rights for African Americans. And the African Americans were treated extremely unequally in United States of America, who denied equality through law. So, during that period, the civil rights movement took place, okay, and a huge agitation. It is on the 1st December 1955. A huge agitation against the unequal ways in which African Americans were being treated gave rise to the civil rights movement. Okay, what is the civil rights movement? The civil rights movement of 1964 prohibited discrimination on the basis of race, region, or national origin. It is also stated that the schools would be open to African American children and they would no longer have to attend a separate school. So just imagine, separate schools were being maintained for the African Americans during those days. And what was this? This was a racial discrimination. That means the discrimination in terms of equality which was conducted on the basis of the color of the skin. Okay, if any person was said to be having a black skin was being treated in terms of discrimination as of the racial discrimination. Okay, so the civil rights movement gave rise to the disobedience of this discrimination law in the country, and thus the national origin was being changed. Okay, that means even if they belong to the African countries, they were supposed to be given as the nationality of America. It also stated that all schools would be open for the African American children, and the people were being allowed to be in the same public places with the where the African Americans as well as the Americans stayed together, okay, or visited the public places, or again there was no discrimination in terms of the race to be in public places. Okay, so children, what have we learned today? We have learned how the Indian democracy maintains equality with the help of the Constitution, or the Constitution allows us to maintain this recognition of equality in our country in 3 different ways. We have also learned about the different schemes which are being run by the government, or what is the contribution of the government in maintaining equality in our country, as well as we have learned about how this struggle for equality is also being followed in different other democracies till today. Okay, this much is enough for today. In the next class we will be learning the challenges of democracy as well as some article which has been levied in the Indian Constitution, which helps to teach us how equality can be maintained in our country.